How did famous breach of contract cases impact business law? Imagine a world where businesses could ignore their promises without consequences. Luckily, history shows us that courts have stepped in to shape how contracts work today. When a company fails to meet its promises, it is called a breach of contract. These breaches can happen in many ways, like not delivering goods on time or not paying for services. Over time, famous court cases have helped define what counts as a breach and what remedies are available. One of the earliest and most important cases is Hadley versus Baxendale. This case set the rule that damages from a breach must either happen naturally from the breach or be reasonably expected by both parties when they made the contract. This helps businesses understand how much they can claim if someone doesn't hold up their end. It also encourages clear communication about risks. Another key case is Hochster versus De La Tour. It introduced the idea of anticipatory breach. This means if one party clearly indicates they will not perform before the deadline, the other party can sue right away. This allows businesses to act quickly and reduce losses instead of waiting for the actual breach. The case of Taylor versus Caldwell established the doctrine of impossibility. If something unexpected happens that makes fulfilling the contract impossible, like a venue burning down, the parties are released from their obligations. This protects businesses from unfair penalties when events beyond their control occur. More recent cases focus on honesty and fairness. Callow versus Zollinger emphasized that even when exercising rights like ending a contract, parties must act honestly. This promotes trust and fairness in business dealings. High-profile disputes involving intellectual property, such as the Apple versus Samsung patent case, show how breach of contract can affect technology companies. Violating agreements over proprietary technology can lead to huge fines and damage reputations. These cases reminded businesses to carefully manage their contracts, especially when dealing with intellectual property rights. Cases like Enron's collapse highlight the serious consequences of breaching fiduciary and contractual duties. These breaches can lead to criminal charges and massive financial losses. They stress the importance of ethical conduct and transparency in all business contracts. From these cases, businesses learn to draft clearer contracts. They include specific terms about damages, performance, and what happens if unforeseen events occur. They also recognize the importance of honest communication and protecting intellectual property rights. Overall, these famous breach of contract cases have helped create a fairer, more predictable legal environment for businesses. They show that keeping promises and acting ethically are not just good morals but essential for long-term success.